Okay, so to go to the competition, you go to click on competitions from Kaggle.com, and then you can either search for, or if you are actually entered, you would click on this. If you're not entered, let's just do it that way. Search for Petfinder. Click on it. And then you would want to enter this competition. And I believe that's one of the icons on this screen, upper right-hand corner. Is that the case, Katrina? Do you see that? Are you following along?
Yes, please. Just a second.
I guess even before this, you would need to sign up to Kaggle if you haven't already.
Oh, the good thing is I already have a Kaggle account. I'm just
Okay.
trying to get out of full screen. Just a second. I was just there. Just. Awesome. Okay, I'm there. Why do
Okay.
they want my number? Oh, okay. Just a second. Switch to voice. Sorry, they have to verify my code. Send me a code. Just a second. I'm just gonna check my phone. 1 sec.
Okay, so now that you're joined, why don't you share your screen and I'll walk you through it. That might make more sense.
Okay.
I will stop the share.
Okay, let me just close.
Since I'm already part of the competition, it wouldn't make much sense for me to go through these steps because they don't exist.
Okay. Sorry, I have lots of windows open. I was just closing them. So I am here. Petfinder. Share. Petfinder. Okay. Share. Can you see it?
Almost. Okay. Okay. So yeah, first thing you want to do is grab the data.
Okay, so go to that tab.
Go to data and go down to
Is it this one?
download all. Yep.
Download all.
And it's going to ask you a question, I believe, or not. Nope, it's just downloading it. Okay.
Oh, it might take a little bit.
2 minutes, 1 minute. Okay. So while it's here, let's look at some of the other stuff, like
Okay.
kernels. Go to kernels, the next one over. What you're looking at here, I see there's 3 tabs at the top. There's public, there's your work, and then there's favorites. Right?
Here. Okay.
So public is the same thing everybody sees. Your work is what you are working on at the moment, or submitted or whatever. What you have forked also shows up here.
Okay.
Favorites, I haven't worked with that yet. Haven't used that yet.
Okay.
So go back to public. Now, these are other kernels that, and when I say kernels, notebooks that have been, some of them have been submitted, some of them have not, but You just can think of it as notebooks. They are examples that other people have posted. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. Okay. What you will want to do is review a few of these, and we will review one of these right now in order as an example of how to work, with these kernels and other kernels. So the data is downloaded, but we're not going to work with that just yet. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
There are two methods for running this competition's code. Okay, these notebooks. One of them is running it on Kaggle's platform, and the other one is running it on your platform. In order to submit, okay, and we'll get to that, what that means in more detail in a bit. In order to submit results to this competition, you have to have run it on Kaggle's platform. And you can just do all of your work on Kaggle's platform if you want. But I wouldn't necessarily advise that. It's somewhat better, a little bit more of a robust feeling if you run it on your own, even though your own platform may be a little bit slower than theirs. They have a pretty good platform to run this code on. But
my question,
yes.
in regards to my own platform, what are you referring to?
Your machine, your Python implementation, or AWS or wherever,
Okay.
But
so do most people usually do it on through Jupyter Notebook or?
You have to.
Okay. Okay.
These are all notebooks. So you don't have any choice but to do it on a notebook. Make sense?
Yes, definitely. Okay.
So, okay. So do you have, you've got Python and Jupyter Notebook and everything running on your machine?
Yes, I do have them.
Okay, so we will go through that process of, getting one of these running on your machine. But right off the bat, let's just pick and run it on, fork one of their public ones and let's run it. So which one do we want to run? What I would suggest we do right off the bat is to take the highest scoring public kernel and let's run it. So over on the right it says sort by hotness.
Oh.
Change that to sort by best score.
Okay. Best score.
And oh my gosh, there's a new one. Higher score. Okay, that one, the one just below that, the one that has 30 upvotes.
This one, okay.
That one has been out there as the leading one for several days, 7 days, I think, or I forget. There's 12 days. There it is right there, 12 days ago.
Okay.
And it's been a score of 0.399. Okay, somebody just posted as a public result a higher score.
Okay.
Of 0.400.
So
let's go ahead and take. Yeah, I want you to take the second one, the one we've all been working with.
Okay.
So what you do is you click on the name.
Oh, the name. Okay.
Right.
So go to their account.
Right.
Go to their profile.
It's not going to their profile. This is pulling up this kernel.
Okay. So it's code that they've submitted.
Correct. That they've shared. You can make any kernel that you submit or commit to be public. We haven't done that, but other people have.
Okay.
Now, this being able to run this and submit this will put us or you in the top 10%. believe it or not.
Okay.
So it's just kind of weird, but it is what it is. Now, so
Is that not cheating, or how does that work?
there's no cheating. They don't know what you've submitted. Nobody knows what you've submitted, but you.
But then what is this one that they're submitting? So this one is just like an example.
This is one that this guy wrote, whoever
Okay.
this guy is.
Okay.
Okay. Now, up in the upper right-hand corner, you've got the dot, 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 and the
Okay.
30. Click on the dot, dot, dot.
Dot, dot. Okay.
Okay, see the fork kernel?
Yes.
Okay. There's two things you're going to do here ever, really. It's fork kernel and download code.
Okay. Which one
Okay.
is better?
Well, okay, forking the kernel makes it so you can run this kernel on their machine. It makes a copy of all this code under your name, your Kaggle account,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can run it, and then you can submit the results. So it's pretty easy. Now you can also download this code, and then also along with the data that you downloaded, you can run it on your own platform.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to do both.
Okay. To see.
First thing, let's just fork the kernel so that you now have that version under your ID. Okay, you've now forked it, which now what you've done is you've spun up an environment.
Okay.
Okay, a CPU, RAM, disk, everything, and you can just run the code now. And when you are done and you want to submit your results, then what you will do is commit the code. Or if you just want to save the code as it is, you need to commit it. And that will create another version of this code, this notebook. And in the first time you do it, it will create the first version. There is no version yet.
Okay.
So at this point, what I would say is let's start running it. So just click on the first block there, and you can do that. You can do Shift Enter, whatever you want to do.
Did it not go through?
I probably did. Go to the next one. Do Shift Enter. Okay. Now do Shift Enter again. Okay. Shift Enter again. You're stepping through at this point. And if you go back up, you'll see that it ran.
Okay. Okay.
So keep doing that. We'll get to a point where there'll be an error.
Okay.
And so you're going to need to go back later and read through all this in detail. This is one kernel that you need to become familiar with, because it's what we're basing a lot of our research on right now.
Okay.
So just keep going until we get to this error. It's loading in the data. It's massaging the data. It's just keep going. Here's the NLP part. So just keep going. Shift Enter. There'll be a point where you get an error. Is that it? Is that one still running? Okay, you've stopped. I mean, something is running now. So scroll up. Is it that one that's running? One of them is running. Yeah, you jumped way ahead. Oh, wait. Go back down.
This one?
Is that a star? No, that's a 6. Right?
Oh, here, yeah, sorry.
So go down. So 7. Okay, that ran. That one ran.
Okay, it just loaded now.
Right.
And then,
Okay.
did I miss something?
Well, there's some bugs in this.
Okay,
Okay.
maybe I missed this one.
Yeah, probably not, but because there's some bugs.
Okay.
So see if you got a number now. If you skip ahead too far, it stops putting those numbers in,
Mm,
even though it did run.
mm,
Okay, that's got a star, so it's running, right?
yes.
Okay, so what is this one part? Wait, slow down. You're okay. This is pulling in more data, some JSON code.
Oh, JSON. Okay.
Yeah, there's some JSON table files. Okay, so that one finished. So keep going with the next one. That's the part that takes a long time. See, they already have all the data set in a particular spot, so that
It just pulls it.
right, it just pulls it in. You will have to manually do that when you put it on your machine.
Yes. That's the thing sometimes I struggle with. But
Okay.
even though that's like the basic stuff. Like, but I figured with a notebook, a Jupyter notebook, you have to almost like create a file and
Hmm.
then just keep everything within that file. And then,
You mean folder?
is it folder? Yes, or folder. Create a
Okay.
folder and then have the path to it.
Okay, keep running because you've stopped.
Oh,
You
stop.
should be running while you're talking.
I can't multitask. Not gonna lie. Okay, that
Okay,
looks like
so
it's
this
run.
is
Is this the
training.
error? Oh, training.
Okay, so you didn't get an error, so maybe they fixed the error.
Mm.
Okay. Still going? Okay, you've already queued the next one to go. I forget how far this goes, how long this takes.
It has to go to 100, no?
Well, it's set to stop when it doesn't improve anymore a certain number of times. Okay. What's it? Oh, now it's training again. Two different ways. I forget. But you'll need to look at this, and you'll also I will send you our submission,
Okay.
which you'll be able to you'll need to familiarize with or yourself with, which we started with different kernels, not this one,
Mm-hmm.
and just slow down, just let it catch up.
Okay.
Um, and then we saw this one, and we're like, okay, what we do is we keep on adding to our kernel, pulling from other kernels, and what we're doing is ensembling the kernels. In other words,
Okay.
we're averaging the results.
Okay.
So with some results,
Are
um,
you are you seeing some change, some positive
improvements.
results? Yeah.
Yeah. We're seeing some improvements, and sometimes we think we're going to have an improvement, we don't,
Okay.
which is very confusing. That's kind of where I am now because I just got finished integrating parts of this into mine, not the model part, because this is a light GBM uh, model.
Mm-hmm.
We already had a light GBM model, so what I did was I just added the columns of data that were different in this one. This one pulled in many more columns of data into the training set. I pulled that into our training set, and then let the same models run that we were running, which we had a random forest, we had XGBoost, we had extra trees, we had light GBM, and one other one I forget, AdaBoost,
Okay.
and you know we got some decent results, but then when I added all the extra columns, results went to crap.
Oh, So too
So
many features.
I need to
Got
take back out the features or
Mm,
tune the XGBoost, I mean the light GBM, because the light GBM results here were great, but not in our model. And it's over the same data. It's just they tuned light GBM differently than we did. So I need to pull in the tuning that they did here into ours. So, okay, so scroll down, you'll see you got results here.
okay.
Um,
Oh wow.
good. So yes, scroll down, so showing you what was important, what features were important, and you can go back through, read through the code to see where these features came from. They have
Okay.
150 some total.
Okay.
Okay, so did the next part run? Yes, the next part ran. What about the next part? Okay, this is okay. You've got the next one, the next one. Okay, 17 ran. Okay, that's my
Oh,
output. Okay, so that's what's next. Quadratic weighted kappa. We ran that. Okay, good, good, good. So keep going. Okay, this right here. Okay, well, actually, the line before this, you got submission equals what is it, 18? The last one you ran. Yeah,
oh, this
18.
one. Yeah.
Okay, that creates your submission results. Okay, the
Oh,
submission. Okay, what we're training for here, which you need to read through the description. Okay,
yes, properly. Yeah.
we're training for adoption speed. Okay, we're trying to predict how quickly these pets will be adopted.
And that's based on their breed and age
Right,
and all those
right,
attributes. Okay.
exactly. All those features. And the adoption speed is coded in it's binned in 5 bins. Okay, 0 through 4.
Okay.
Zero is adopted the same day. 4 is not adopted yet, and or it's been over 100 days.
Mm,
Okay, um, so that last one, 0 through 4 are the adoption speed. Pet ID is the unique pet number. So if you see there, they showed head of submission. It's only 2 columns: pet ID and adoption speed. See that?
okay. Yes.
Okay. When you do the submission to CSV, the next one, um, that creates a CSV that will be submitted. Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead and run that.
This one, eh?
Yes. Okay. And that was successful. So now technically you'd be ready to submit. Okay.
I didn't do anything.
Um,
That's hilarious.
well, I'm walking you through the
Okay.
experience shortcuts. Okay.
Okay, good.
You start with another kernel. Okay, and then you start improving on it. Okay, that's how these work. That's how these things work. And then you ensemble at the very last minute with all of the best public ones so that yours can get even better. Okay, that's the process. That's how every single Kaggle competition works.
Okay, that's awesome.
Not really. I mean, it's pretty hard. Um, but there's a pattern, to how these things work. So all right. So the next thing, so we're going to go ahead and submit. All right. But in order to do that, you have to first commit.
Commit. Okay, this one,
Okay.
right?
What commit? We'll go ahead and click on it. What commit does is saves your code there into version 1. Okay. The
Okay.
next version, and it runs it, and it will only save it, create a new version if it runs
Without
successfully.
errors.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So it's now running it in the same manner you just did, but you ran it while watching it. It's now running by itself.
Mm.
Um, and once it's done committing, then I'll show you how to go and submit it. But
Okay.
before that, we can talk about a couple other things. Let's say you have your own version, okay, and you want to commit and submit your own version, one that you've been running on your machine.
Yes.
There's next to the cancel run, where you clicked on commit.
Okay, here, yeah.
Next to that are two down arrows and up arrows.
Okay.
Okay, the down arrow pulls the kernel down to your machine, downloads it.
Okay.
The up arrow takes the kernel that you have on your machine, a notebook you have on your machine, and replaces what's in this kernel with that.
Okay.
Okay, that's how you would take something from your machine and upload it into a Kaggle kernel. Then
Okay.
you can run it here just like you did on your machine,
Mm-hmm.
or you can commit it and then submit it, which we'll see in a second.
Mm.
So it's now running that really long part in the middle where it was running the model.
Okay.
So that's kind of what's taking so long, but it didn't take that long. So while this is running, let's get your environment started to be set up.
Okay.
So let's see. So what you need to do is open up Windows Explorer to a spot where you're going to put your notebook. So pick a place and let's go there.
Uh-huh. Okay, one sec. Just gonna find it.
You're probably only sharing this window.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Just a second. I usually use a hard drive. Is it good to do it on the hard drive or in desktop? I'll just.
Never the desktop.
No.
You should never work on your desktop.
Yeah,
I,
because it'll slow it down. Okay, I'll go to C, my
I
C drive.
yeah, I use Dropbox, okay? And every single thing I do on my laptop, I do inside Dropbox.
Uh,
That's my starting point. Most people start with my documents.
yeah,
Okay.
I,
I
I
don't.
have I have C drive, so I mean like
Ah,
a hard drive that I save
sure,
everything. So
sure.
I'll just go there.
Okay.
Oh
Do you want
yes.
to
I'll
share your
just create
desktop?
a new folder.
Okay, you want to show what you're doing?
Yes. Sorry. Kaggle. Let me share.
I would just say share your desktop.
Yeah, share the screen.
Okay.
Can you see it now?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay,
So I
perfect.
have it on my hard drive. So I'll
Okay.
just do a
Right.
new folder for it.
Right. Perfect.
Okay. So I'll just keep that open. That's open. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I can
So
even.
this is a no.
No,
Create a
no,
pet
no.
finder. Create a pet finder folder within
Okay.
Kaggle. Okay. And go inside there. And now within here you're gonna create a folder called input.
Ah, don't need to see that. Let me just. New folder. Input, you said.
Right. Not uppercase. I don't know if it makes a difference, but okay. And
Okay.
now go ahead and open up all. I mean, you could ignore the second one you did.
Sorry. Open up. Oh.
The zip.
Mm.
Just click on it. There you go. Okay, it's done. Your other process is done.
Oh, nice.
So let's go
So
ahead and
where's my oh lordy.
did you click on it?
Yes.
Opening.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
So I need to
Okay,
extract.
so just okay. No.
No, no,
No,
no.
no, no. Don't
I
do it
don't
this
need
way.
to extract it.
No, no.
Okay, what do you
Cancel.
recommend?
Cancel. Click inside here somewhere on one of those. Any of them.
Yeah.
Control A.
Control A, yeah.
Okay, and drag it over to your input.
This one, okay.
Okay, drop. Okay. And you're going to need to unzip each one of those.
That's why it would have been good to extract all.
No. You just did. You just extracted.
The same thing. Okay.
Yes, you just extracted. But you have to extract a couple of times.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go back while that's going. Let's go back to the editor. Go back there, and now click on return to editor. Okay, now see over on the right it says V1.
Oh, here. Okay.
That's now your committed version.
Okay. So that was the version that we ran, uploaded, and it's committed. Okay.
Right now, upper left hand corner of this pet finder, click on that.
This one.
Yes.
Back to kernel page.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now down at the bottom it says output.
Okay.
Click
Here.
on that. Okay. Those two steps, okay, you just got to remember to do. Okay. In order to submit to competition, there's a button there for it. That'll take the submission.csv that was created when you committed and go up.
Here.
Yeah.
This one.
Right. Go ahead and click on it. And now you have results. It's doing it. Did it finish? Okay.
Where am I? I'm like,
Okay, you got 0.399.
Isn't that awesome? Sorry.
It's good. You're ahead of us.
It's the little things.
Oh no, this is not little. This is not little. This is huge. If you scroll down a little more, you'll see us. The SOL.
Yeah, I saw you guys yesterday. Wait.
We're at 390, I think 390.
Oh, you went
So you have
down,
to,
but you weren't that. You were up yesterday. Is it that fast to move?
okay. Well, you went past us. Go up. 390. There we are. We've moved down 17.
Oh, you're talking about the score. Okay.
Right.
Oh, that's just in one day. This is kind of depressing. It's like you do work, you come back, you commit, then you see if you've done better or not.
It's challenging. It's hard.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move quickly. Let's move along.
Yes.
Okay. So over on the right.
Here.
What you got to do is each one of these tests down to train sentiment. You might be able to select them all and extract them all. I don't know, but try that. Go ahead and click on test.
Just a sec. So all of
Right.
them?
Just click on the first one. Shift click on the last one. No. Okay.
Sorry,
there.
yeah. And then
Shift click on train sentiment. Okay, no. Click on test. Click on it. Okay. Now shift click hold down the shift button and click on train sentiment.
Oh, okay.
Okay, click with the right button and extract all. Let's see if this works. Okay, then say extract. Just click on extract. This may only do one of them. Okay, now it's going.
Oof.
It's a lot of data.
Ah,
Okay, this is going to take a while.
we can. Okay, what could we do?
Well,
We need the data. We could pause the recording for now.
okay, so now well, while this is extracting, let's go and pull down a couple of notebooks and get ready for running them. We won't be able to run them for a bit, but we can at least get positioned to. So, so on. Okay, so go to on your screen right there. Go to kernels and go to your work, not public, but your work. Okay, there's your kernel.
Okay.
So go and click on it. And see the dot, dot, dot up in the upper right-hand corner?
Okay, back.
Click on that and go to download code. Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead and show that in folder, or go to the downloads folder, whatever you want to do, show in folder. Yeah. And Control X.
Yeesh. Just a sec.
Oh, you have a lot of stuff.
I have a lot of downloads.
You should clean this out.
I have lots of
Okay.
books and everything. Where is
Okay,
it?
it's the first one there. Just
This
Control
one?
X, Control X.
Why X?
To cut it, and we're going to paste it.
Ah, okay. Okay, sorry.
No, yeah, that's good. And then go to your Kaggle Petfinder folder.
Mhm.
Click there, yeah. And then create a folder here and call it, I don't know, whatever you want to call this particular one. Like I would say the LGBM baseline, so that you know this is the one that you started with. No, okay, yeah,
Oh,
you can do that. That's
yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Okay. Go inside there and then paste. Okay. So this particular notebook is positioned for you to go into Jupyter Notebook and start running it, even though the data is not extracted yet.
Mhm.
But it's at least in the right place.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm going to email you. Actually, I need to put on Dropbox
I
different
don't.
kernels.
I don't know because the Dropbox, the version I have is almost full because I
Almost
haven't paid
almost
for it,
full.
right? I haven't paid for it, so
Uh, okay, I can email it to you then.
yes. Or even like a G drive that I can grab. Or would that be more complicated? Okay, email might be better.
Yeah, just okay. So I'm doing that as we speak. And okay, I need to zip it. Okay, and then attach it to the email. Okay, I just emailed you.
I'm not familiar with how to use the code to open up like Jupyter notebooks, so I usually go through this route. Anytime I've tried the code, it hasn't worked. So it takes a little longer, but still works. Yeah, it should be working. Yeah. Okay, so you said you emailed it to me.
Mm-hmm.
How do I pull this one up first?
Okay, go to your Kaggle folder, wherever you put it, wherever you created it.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Just need one.
On your
That's
D
fine.
drive.
Is that?
So you don't when you opened it, you didn't go to your D drive, right?
It,
And I paused the recording.
okay, go ahead.
Okay, just one, but is that one completely unzipped? I mean, check to see if that's not still running.
Oh, I think we should have just done an extract first.
No. Okay. No. You don't understand. We did an extract.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
double extract. We have to do it.
Okay. Oh, what are these?
These are JSONs.
Okay.
Okay, go back to the input. Okay, now
Okay.
go down to your down to the bottom. Okay, there's the little all the way down bottom of your screen.
Ah, sorry.
The little folder, okay,
Uh,
is highlighted there. No. Very, very, very bottom of your screen. Go down, down, down. Okay, can I take over your cursor for a second?
can you do that? Go ahead.
Request remote control.
That's hilarious.
Okay,
Go ahead.
okay. Down here, the very bottom. Okay,
Oh, there. Explorer. Yes, go ahead.
okay. Did we finish exporting? Yes, we finished exporting. Okay, and open this. Okay, so now we need to do the next one. It only did one before. We can only extract one thing at a time, or one. We have to do all of them separately. Okay, so okay, that one finished. Now there's a test. Now there's test images. Let's extract that one.
Did you click it?
Yep, it's thinking.
Okay.
Okay, see. Okay, while that's going, I'm going to delete the ones that's finished. Like
Okay.
this one
Yeah.
and train sentiment. It's finished. Okay, so it's working on test images now. Let's get it going on the next one.
Yeah, I think it can do multiple. It'll just append it.
Right. We don't need to do this.
No.
Okay.
So
See
for
now
the
it listed both of them here.
yeah.
Nice.
So for the Kaggles, you don't necessarily need to use your GitHub.
No,
Ah,
we are using GitHub though.
as well. Okay.
Yes, but that's a little more complex because there's not really any rules around that
Mm,
because don't really need it per se.
mhm.
Okay, so that's test sentiment. So let's go to train.
See. Can you imagine? You know, the thing is, once you understand one piece, it makes sense. Everything else starts to make sense. I've always been using the Anaconda. Sorry, I'm just going back to the simple code I learned today.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I understand. Then train images. Don't need this. Okay, click on it.
I never knew Zoom could allow you to let
Control.
other. Yeah,
Yeah.
is that new?
No.
Ugh, you don't need Skype or anything or Google Hangouts.
Everybody's copying everybody. You know. I
I
mean,
could, I could never do that on
this is
Google
this is
Hangout.
what this is why if you have an idea and somebody's already done it, that does not matter.
It doesn't matter. No, 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 no.
Just do it anyway. You know, it's all marketing. It's all follow through. It's why we pulled up somebody else's kernel that's already out there, and it's great. Don't worry about it. You know, it's great learning. You know, we're going to improve on it. Um, you got a better result than we did. We only got 3.390. You got the full 3.399. They've
But
improved that kernel since we ran it.
since you ran it, but
Yeah.
but you were the one that recommended it, so you should take part of that 3.99.
Well, but you're a teammate, you know. I mean, you're not actually on the team yet.
Yes.
You have your own team, and what we'll do is we'll merge you in
Okay.
once we kick somebody off that's not participating.
Okay. Oh, yesterday I wasn't able to come on. Yesterday I was like, yo, I need to start preparing for interviews. So
Yeah, yeah.
I was working on. Do you have the book Cracking the Coding interview?
Do I have it?
Yeah.
No. I have the name of it, and I know it's something I got to do. Something else I got to do. Okay, so four of these are running. Okay, there's one more that needs to run. So basically, what I'm going to do is get the one of them just finished. Okay, we don't need this. I'm going to go ahead and get the fourth one running, and then basically you're set. And what I want you to do is execute, your kernel over here.
This one, right? Oh,
Right.
yeah, you can do it. Okay.
Can't do it yet because the data is not all there yet.
Then, but that's a part that maybe you can help me with as well. Once we have all the data here,
Hmm.
it's just a matter of writing the right names. Is that it?
No, 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 no. I set it up so that it's all going to the right place for this particular kernel. All you need to do is shift enter a bunch of times, just like you did on their kernel, on their platform.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, you could run the first one already. It doesn't need the data. But one of these does. I forget
Hmm.
which one. So, okay. So, I still click on this. No. Okay. So let's just let it go. I just, once this is done, just do shift enter through the Petfinder simple, and I think you're off and running. You need to download other kernels, public kernels.
Okay.
You don't necessarily need to fork them and
Okay.
run them yourself on their platform,
Okay.
but I would fork them, download them, and put them into another folder. Okay, just like you just did for this one,
Yes.
and then execute them so you can see how they work.
Okay. And when I'm executing, the the data will just sync up.
Right.
Okay.
This is the standard location for the data,
Okay.
on their running on their kernel. So you should also use it in that location on your kernel. So it's in a folder under Petfinder is where you would put the each kernel.
Okay. And what do you call each one? Each one, do you call it whatever the name it was that you got it
What
as?
it, yeah, whatever you want to call it. But I would keep it along the lines of the the kernel name,
Mm,
the public kernel name.
okay. Okay, so then I can also try yours as well because you said you emailed it.
Right. Yes, that's one of the ones you need to try. Is ours. And I'm trying to think of what else. I think that's it. Until this is done downloading, and I've paused,
Oh,
the recording because this is just downloading the data. So, I mean, there were some things I just said that probably would have been good to have in it, which, I'm seeing your. Oh, I am recording. I'm sorry. It is all recording. Good. All right. So I will go up remote control, and I think we should pick this up, again later.
Okay.
You're
Yeah,
gonna come to the meeting tonight at 6.
at 6, do you guys just post the Zoom link in the Slack?